In case you are a newcomer to the channel, don't hesitate to subscribe us. And you can download 1 year RBI circular gist from the links provided in description. You are watching this show from Knowledgist, India's only dedicated professional banking platform or banking lateral entry platform. We produce 80% plus success rate, successful students in this segment, and time is not to be wasted. Let's start, and you can join all our courses from our website knowledgist.in. Differential rate of interest scheme, DRI scheme. It is very essential for you to note about DRI, because many a times it is asked in bank exams or in promotion exam. What is DRI scheme? Differential rate of interest scheme. See, only in case of DRI scheme, any bank can lend to someone below its cost of fund. Clear? Otherwise, at any condition, no bank can give a loan to anyone below their cost of funds. You know, at the time of MCLR, we have to calculate the cost of fund. Then we charge spread over it, and final rate is calculated under it. Okay. So cost of fund is the minimum cost at which bank acquire deposit or money from the society, and above that banks has to lend. Okay, first there was base rate, then it was changed to MCLR. Now external benchmark linked lending rates, that is repo linked lending rates, nowadays they are prevalent in banks. So what is that? Banks get fund. If you talk about repo linked lending rate, repo at which banks get money from Reserve Bank of India, below which bank cannot fund to anyone, and above that they have to add the spread. The spread should always be zero or positive figure. It can never be in negative. You understand that? You understand that? So you have a cost of fund mechanism. How you calculate cost of fund? You are paying 0% in current account, 4% in savings account, 6% in FD. So overall acquiring deposits you pay 3%. The average cost you pay 3%. Okay. And when you give advances, certain amount goes into NPA, slips into NPA. So there is a high risk. So you have to add the risk premium to that. Okay. So finally you find, or you come to a conclusion that your cost of fund is 6%. At 6%, you acquire the fund which is available to you for lending. So below 6%, you cannot lend anyone. Even if he is your director, you cannot give loans to your director, nor a guarantee as per Banking Regulation Act. But anyone, be it the Videocon, like in the case of ICICI, the tented ex-CEO Chanda Kochar was framed for giving some for doing some preferential for giving some preferential rates to Videocon. So nothing can be done, no matter what profit you are going to get out of a lower interest rate. You cannot give a loan to any corporate, to anyone on the earth below your cost of funds, except in DRI. At DRI, you can give loans below your cost of funds. So what is DRI scheme? That's why it is essential. Loan given to the weaker or vulnerable section of the community, who are engaged in productive and gainful activities. So that doesn't mean you will give a loan to someone who is doing nothing. No, you will give someone a loan who is very vulnerable, very weak, like those who are street vendors, those who are earning 50-100 rupees per day. To make them earn a meaningful living, you will give them a loan. Okay. So what is the loan amount here? 15,000. What is the differential rate? 4%. We have simplified it. Just look at the points. You will get to know everything on earth about DRI. It's not complicated. Loan up to 15,000 at the rate of 4% to the weaker section of society. Clue is that they should be engaged in productive and gainful activities. And it is to be treated as priority sector lending under the subcategory of weaker section. You know, currently the weaker section target is at 11.5% from 2020 to 2023. And from next year onwards, next fiscal year onwards, 23 March onwards, the weaker section target under PSL is going to be 12%. Currently it is 11.5%. Okay, it comes under the subcategory of weaker section of PSL, this DRI scheme loans. So loan up to 15,000 and 4% interest rate. Hope you all are enjoying this session. If so, please give a thumbs up and do share max. And for SC/STs, because this session is dedicated for the SC/ST beneficiaries, 40% of total loan portfolio to be given to SC/STs. And what should be the land holding criteria for someone availing a differential rate of interest loan scheme? Up to 1 acre of irrigated land where the water supply is there, and up to 2.5 acres of unirrigated land where there is no water supply. And this same criteria of land holding is not applicable for SC and ST beneficiaries. Additionally, the SC/ST beneficiaries can get additional 20,000 loan for home loan purpose above the 15,000 limit. So that means an SC/ST beneficiary can get up to 35,000 loan, including 15,000 for business purpose and 20,000 for home loan purpose. So if someone is taking a loan for 20,000 to construct a house, you can understand what kind of society or community that could be. So only such people, such section of our society who needs a push for upliftment are to be awarded with these schemes. Okay, yes, this is 15% for RRB. Very good, Samanway. I think you have read everything at Knowledgist. 15% of weaker section target is there under PSL for RRBs. No target is there for urban cooperative banks. For all other banks, currently it stands at 11.5%. Now it is next year it will be revised to 12%. As it is being increased in a phased manner from 2021. Okay. Earlier it was 8%. Very good. All my students are informed and way ahead than our competitors. Very good. Okay, the same is there. Banks have been advised to grant eligible borrowers belong to SC/ST such as advances to the extent of not less than what percentage of total DRI advances. So the question is essentially saying what percentage of DRI advances is to be given to the SC/STs. DRI का टोटल पोर्टफोलियो का कितना परसेंटेज मिलना चाहिए SC/ST को? आंसर सबका सही है, 40%. वेरी गुड. Very good. The answer is 40%. Next question on your screens. Under the DRI scheme, banks provide finance up to 15,000 at a concessional rate of interest of what percentage to the weaker section of the society? 2745. What is the interest rate on DRI scheme is what I'm asking. If you loved this session and all the single MCQs that is being given to you, please share this session max. Give a thumbs up, because I can bet you nowhere in internet such a class of RBI circular gist is taking place. So I definitely believe that you will be loving our hard work. So many educators are behind this for simplifying all the RBI circulars for you and deriving the top MCQs, all possible MCQs, and it is nothing but the 4%. Very good. Very good. All of you are right. Next question on your screens. Member of SC/ST satisfying the income criteria can also avail a housing loan up to what amount for beneficiary? Amount for beneficiary. Your answers, please. Your answers, please. It is 20,000. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay, next class will be delayed for 5 minutes. Next internal 10 p.m. class will be delayed for 5 minutes. I will be concluding this session within 5 minutes. It is 20,000 additional. Beyond that, 15,000. So that means the home loan aspirant can take up to 35,000 rupees. 15 for business, 20 for home loan. The eligibility criteria for non-SC/ST category under DRI, the size of land holding should not exceed how many acres for irrigated and how many acres for unirrigated land? 1 or 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 1.5, 1 and 2.5. Your answers. We have 15 odd MCQs to cover. Be little fast. I know all of you know the answer. I know all of you know the answer. Yes, many of you are right. Many of you are right. D is the right answer. It is 1 and 2.5 acre of unirrigated, 1 acre of irrigated. Irrigated means where the water supply is there. And yes, it is not applicable for SC/STs.